Kinley sorted through 2 floor-length dresses with wide flowing sleeves, a knee-length shirt, a primitive corset, a wide belt, and several undergarments so bizarre-looking that she wasn't sure where they went or how to keep them there. There was also a long drape that went with a circular band for her head, and a huge, heavy tartan to be belted on top of everything. "Sorry, but none of this works for me," Kinley told Lachlan as she handed back the huge pile of garments. "Women in my, homeland have been liberated." At his blank look, she added, "We don't dress like nuns anymore." Rain looked slightly appalled. "They made you dress like nuns?" "It's a figure of speech." She patted Lachlan's shoulder. "Find me a shirt and some pants. Socks and boots would be nice too. My feet are freezing." The laird frowned. "Why would you wish to dress like a man?" She pointed at the clothes. "Try those on, and you'll find out." The next day Lachlan returned with a smaller version of the clansman's tunic and trousers, knitted knee-length stockings, and some soft fur-lined boots. Kinley could see they were brand new, and so small they had obviously been made for her, so she took them into the adjoining dressing room and put them on. The boots were a little big, and the trousers on the snug side, but when she walked out, Lachlan and Rain both smiled, which she took as approval, until they began to laugh. "Stop being jerks," she told them flatly, and planted her hands on her hips as she looked down at herself. "Okay, what did I do wrong?" Lachlan came over and tugged at the laces at her waist. "You've put your trews on backward, lass." He cocked his head as he surveyed her other side. "Although, on you, it works better that way." When he looked at her again, his eyes had darkened, and he brought up his hand to her waist. "But you'll no pass as a man." Each day he found some excuse to touch her, and the feel of his big hands on her body made Kinley's skin judder with nerves. "I don't want to." His fingers skimmed over her hip before he took his hand away. "Mayhap you should." Rain broke the spell by bringing over one of the laird's tartans and draping it over her shoulder. "You'll want it for your walk outside," he told her when she began to protest. "'Tis windy and cold." His gaze shifted to Lachlan. "This time of day, the view from the back curtain wall is best." Lachlan escorted her on the walk, for which he took her out through the back of the castle and then up some cobweb-draped stairs. "You should see our loch from the centre of the wall," he told her as he helped her up through the narrow opening at the top of the steps. "'Tis bonny with the sunlight shining on it." Kinley suspected seeing the water view also kept her away from the clan, who usually congregated this time of morning for their main meal of the day. As she stepped to the wall to look out on the shimmering lake, she said, "You're going to have to let them see me eventually, McDonnell. I promise this time I'll behave myself." "'Tis no you who worries me." He came to stand beside her. "We have a rule about outsiders in the stronghold. They're no permitted." "So the guys will, what, kick me out into the moat?" She glanced down, and for the first time saw the deep, black trench that surrounded the base of the castle. "Make that the bottomless pit? Holy cow, I think I will stay in the tower." "If you're to stay, lass, we'll have to get around more than the trench." He turned toward her. "You told me you have no family. What of a lover or a husband, bairns?" No, and if you mean kids, no, and can't." She leaned against the edge of the rampart to look out at the horizon. "I wanted to fall in love, once, but I never had the time. In the end, I was sorry about that too." "The end of what?" he prompted. "Never mind.